Hello, Cuvée crew, and welcome to your wine down. Today is all about Burgundy, France, and more importantly, it's the Pinot Noir that we're falling in love with because it is the best to grow in that region, in my humble opinion. And also, we are sampling a wine from a prestigious winemaker, and more specifically, this vintage is something that we want to talk about. So, we are drinking a wine from Jerome Chezeaux. This is a winemaker that has been making Pinot Noir since the 1930s, very focused on minimal intervention. So, what do I mean by that? It's a very traditional way of making wine that this winemaker really subscribes to. So a lot of winemakers have started to modernize how they're making wine, but they are making wines how they have made wine since the 1930s. And so you're not going to get a lot of rich boldness from it, but you're going to get a lot of complexities and old world charm. So Jerome Chezeaux is really doing an incredible job of growing Pinot Noir, and each vintage is something that we grow to love because they are really specifically focused on the terroir and what that year has produced, especially what the weather that year prior, what the weather has done to create great fruit for the current year. So let's get into this particular wine. When you're looking at a Pinot Noir, it is really very important to look at the color because it should be relatively opaque and light. Pinot Noirs are light and elegant, and that's why we love them, especially if they are made correctly. If you've ever been a part of one of my wine tastings, I always talk about I only love Pinot Noirs because if it's, I love Pinot Noirs all over the world, but I'm very specific when someone gets it right because it's a very meticulous grape to grow. And so when someone gets the Pinot Noir correctly, it really speaks to the fact of how they are making their wines and tilling their soil. So let's get into it. So we talked about the color. It's an opaque ruby. On the nose, you can smell that earth. You can smell France in the glass. It's really, really interesting and cool. But you're gonna get strawberry on the nose, which we'll look for in a Pinot, right? And a little bit of leather notes, which is really cool. Let's get into the flavor. So flavor-wise, very well balanced. It's light. It's not overly tannin. The tannins are low, but because the tannins are low, it's really picking up herbaceous qualities, cigar box qualities, forest floor, and strawberry, which are classic things that we're going to reach for the Pinot Noirs. Great aroma and body. It's understated. I think this is very elegant. I think it has a lot of great finesse to it, and it's something to allow to age in your cellar from the Côte d'Or region of Burgundy, France, which is one of the most premier regions to grow this particular grape because the climate, the soil, and the vines perform exceptionally well in Burgundy, France. And so this 2018 is no exception. Please enjoy this and let me know what you think about it. I would be eager to hear your opinion. Until next time, guys. Cheers.